wanted to mention something about vapes real quick. Gosh, forgive me, that pimple looks really bad, but oh my god, that just made it worse, didn't it? Okay, never mind. But when it comes to vapes, a lot of them have bad stigma because of the younger kids using them. You know, younger kids who aren't trying to find an alternative to cigarettes, and, you know, younger kids who are just trying to mess around and be like fit in or what have you. Okay, understand that these things, okay, I know that moving from smoking one thing to another isn't necessarily the best choice, but for people who don't want to smoke cigarettes anymore and at least want to try to stop smoking and move to something else to assist them, kind of like this, which is what I did, okay, these are not for children. These are not for 13 to 17-year-olds. These are not for anybody under the age of 18. And these are not for people who just want to smoke and mess around and be silly and goofy. Okay? And there's a lot of bad stigma about vapes because of all these young kids getting a hold of them. And it's just insane. It's insane. It really is insane. I think the validity of IDs need to be checked. The validity of the person buying them needs to be checked. I mean, but then again, there's these assholes who will go buy vapes for kids that are underage. So, you know, just keep in mind that a lot of these kids who are trying to vape, these aren't kids who smoked cigarettes prior, and these aren't kids who have ever smoked in their life, okay? These aren't made for children. These are not made for children. I turned to this because, first of all, cigarettes stink. I want to stop. And this was kind of an alternative to move to something else, you know, and try to, you know, slow my roll. But when it comes to vapes and stuff, the children that are getting a hold of them, okay, you have to remember, these are also, it's the same kind of thing with younger kids who try to get a hold of cigarettes, you know? It's the same thing. They're doing it to try to fit in, and it's just not okay. It's not okay. It's not the vaping companies who are the enemies. It's the people who are allowing these kids to do things that they shouldn't be doing, like vaping and things like that. I just wanted to mention that because, I mean, I know this has nothing to do about God, but I just heard something on the news that most of the people who follow Jules' Twitter account is kids from ages 13 to 17. I mean, this has got to stop, and it's time for me to pray, so Maranatha.